Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com. This week is a show of tips, just like when a few weeks ago I did about booking flights online and researching flights. Today I'm going to be talking about general travel tips, and I'm also going to be talking about alternative accommodation as well, and a quick touch on cruises. So there's a lot to get in this show. You've probably finished your summer holiday now and you've done your out of office, but for those of you who have still got to go away, such as myself, you have to stick your out of office on your email and away you go. And a lot of people wind me up with their out of office, to be perfectly honest, because they come back and say, I'm away, please email so-and-so. And I'm thinking, well, why didn't you just automatically send the email to so-and-so so I don't have to send it again? But anyway, that's me. But there was a few suggestions and from travel and leisure websites, travelandleisure.com/travel-tips/out-off-office-messages. Don't worry if you didn't get that down. If I didn't say it very well, it will be posted at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. But before we start, I don't actually endorse any of these messages, and neither do Travel and Leisure. So use them at your own risk. So here's the first one. Hello, I will be out of the office until September the 6th. Chances are I will read your email but won't respond because I am enjoying my life on a beautiful sandy shore while you sit at your desk typing away like an office robot. Best. Me. To whom it may concern, I will be out of the office until September the 6th because I am on vacation, and I haven't had a vacation day all year. Even when I do, I'm still forced to respond to all of your incessant emails. For this vacation, I am doing it all but throwing my phone into the ocean, so I'm totally unreachable. I'm not even leaving you a person to contact. Best of luck. Hello, I will be out of the office until September the 6th. I say I'll respond to messages when I return, but what I'll actually do is batch delete them, claim I never received them, and thereby release myself from all responsibility until the fall. Have a great Monday. Hello, I will be out of the office until September the 6th. I haven't taken a vacation in 2 years because I'm always overcome with anxiety that I won't finish my working time, that I'll miss an important meeting, or that the office will all but burn down without me. Given that, even though this message is up, you can probably still reach me. I'll probably check my emails 3 times a day. That's me. I'm always checking my emails. Hello, I will be out of the office until September the 6th. During this time, I will be mostly unreachable unless I like you. If I like you, I will respond to your emails in a somewhat timely fashion. If you don't hear from me until September, you can bet that you're pretty low on my priority list, or that I simply don't like you. Hello, I will be out of the office until September the 6th. I've told my co-workers I'm going to be on vacation with little service, but in reality I'm just going to be taking some time off, sitting in my apartment and watching Netflix. But don't tell. If something really important happens, I'll answer, but for now, I have 13 seconds until my next episode starts, and I need to run to the bathroom before that happens. And finally, hello, I will be out of my office until September the 6th. In the meantime, please visit my Instagram for a few gorgeous shots of my picturesque views, outdoor activities, and expertly crafted cocktails. I appreciate any likes you can spare, as my Instagram presence has never truly looked better. Also, I'll get your emails later. So there we go. There's some suggestions for your out-of-office messages when you go away next time. If you have any you would like to share, if you've done your own amusing ones, please post at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. You're listening to The Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com. So on this week's show, I'll be sharing plenty of tips on how to use the internet to improve your travel searches. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the weather. And when I've spoken to holiday makers, one of the most common mistakes is getting the weather wrong. Yes, the holiday is a bargain, but will you be staying inside the hotel during your stay and not on the beach because it's the wrong time of year? All the travel brochures have tiny graphs that give a rough indication of the average weather conditions. But these are the averages of the average highs, or the average lows, or just the average. One tour operator gives a brief introduction to the weather in Mauritius, listing the average temperature and rainfall, but there's no mention of the cyclone season that runs between November and May. You may already have your favourite weather forecast website, but I'm going to be going through a few here. They're mainly American biased, but you should prove useful even when you determine the best time of year to visit a particular destination, or to find out what you should pack if you've already booked. So the first one is AccuWeather. This website provides local forecasts for everywhere in the USA and over 2 million locations worldwide. It also provides more detailed information for paying customers, if you want to cough up. Their HQ claims to have the greatest number of forecast meteorologists in one location anywhere in the world. But that's down to them, I guess. It's AccuWeather.com, so ACCU, then weather.com. Next is the BBC. Input the city and click on search. And the British site uses information provided by the Met Office, and it's bbc.co.uk/weather. CNN, CNN.com. The weather information found is set out in a similar way to the BBC. The site also contains information such as weather maps and allergy reports. There are also links to weather emergency sites such as disaster relief and the NOAA weather radio, if you want to know about hurricanes or tornadoes that are coming your way. The Met Office, which is metoffice.gov.uk, it's a trading fund within the British Ministry of Defence, believe it or not. The site also provides useful iGoogle gadget to send customised weather information direct to your desktop. The National Severe Storms Laboratory, which is noaa.gov. If you're really worried about the weather, then perhaps you should check this site out. Their team is committed to their mission to understand the causes of severe weather and thereby give out better warnings. Weatherbase at weatherbase.com. It isn't a forecast website. Instead, it lists the average weather conditions for various locations throughout the world. They have collected from a number of sources comprehensive information for over 16,000 cities worldwide. Although it's 16,000, it doesn't cover everywhere, and some locations, such as Sharm el-Sheikh, if you ever want to go back there, can take some detective work to find. But on the whole, it's a very useful site. It's my favourite, and you can switch between imperial and metric units. The Weather Channel, which is nice and easy to remember, it's weather.com. This site is operated by the Weather Channel, obviously. It's a cable TV company and has over 40 million hits every month. Most of the cities around the world are covered. You just have to enter the city name into the search box and click Go. If there's more than one city with the same name, then the list of options will drop down and you just click on the right one. There's also other weather-related information on the site, including weather maps, weather headline news, tropical updates and Stormwatch. It is also possible for users to customise the weather information they wish to receive from the website. A Weather Underground, which is wunderground.com, is committed to delivering the most reliable and accurate weather information possible. They say they have state-of-the-art technology and it monitors conditions and forecasts for locations across the world. So, apparently, according to their spiel, you'll always have the weather information you need. As with other websites, there is a search box here. This one will even accept airport codes if you happen to know the airport where you're going. The search term generates a list, then you just click on the one of interest. Depending on the location, you could be shown the current conditions, including information such as temperature, wind chill, humidity, dew point, visibility, flying rule and wind speed. There could also be a 5-day forecast, a 7-day forecast, historical maximum and minimal temperatures, and it's also possible to find astronomical times and links to other sites that provide satellites and radar images. Also there's ski conditions, weather maps and marine weather. Very comprehensive. Weather Underground isn't my favourite. I don't know why. It provides so much stuff. I just get on with Weatherbase, but that's one you should really check out. Talking of Weatherbase, there's World Climate at worldclimate.com. This is similar to Weatherbase. It gathers a worldwide range of climate data in easy to read form. Weather to Travel is changing all the time. It's nearly now basically a link farm to get people to book holidays via affiliate links. But there are some interesting pages on there, and there's a way of finding out when it's the best place to visit during a certain month of the year, and you can set the weather limits you want to, the minimum weather, the minimum temperature and the maximum temperature. So Weather to Travel is a good website for that if you're free and easy where you want to go, you just want to go somewhere hot. But however, there are plenty of adverts on there, so that may be annoying. The World Meteorological Association Organisation, even www.wmo.int. It's weather information from the United Nations, and if you're really into weather, it's the great place to go to. It does forecasts and it has smartphone apps as well. And finally, Yo Window, which really isn't a website, it's just a bit of fun. It uses a landscape picture to show the current weather conditions in your place of interest. So you can choose a beach, a farm, or even a pet airport. And the background of it, if you set it as your desktop on your computer, will match the current weather conditions. So not very useful, just a little bit of fun. If there's any weather or websites that you use and I haven't mentioned, please do share them. Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. You can follow me on Twitter @holiday_hut. When I had a travel company, I was 24/7 cover, and so it meant I had my phone on when I was away. When I was in the Caribbean, that could mean a 5-hour time difference. So people used to get up, ring me when I get to the office at 9 o'clock, and it could be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning where I was. A real pain. So with that in mind, and well, not that I have to worry about that anymore because I don't have the business, but if you're the sort of person who's going away and people want to contact you, perhaps it's a good idea that you give them some time difference websites so they can work out when it's convenient to call you, and likewise when you want to call them. Telephone prices are falling all the time, and with travellers booking direct with companies in other countries, you do need to know the time difference when you need to make contact. Some websites include a time difference calculator as part of the package, but there are sites that specialise in time difference and can include useful information as telephone dialing codes. But you don't need a website to be able to find out the time. You can use search engines. Using the search box, you enter something similar to current time in New York and then click search. And then at the top of the listing, you might get something like time is 11:04 a.m. on Thursday, August the 6th, 2009, when I made the note of this. Albany, New York, and this works with Yahoo, Google and Alta Vista, if you can still find Alta Vista. But so there are websites. One's called Time and Date, which is timeanddate.com. It's a customizable website. It has useful features such as well clock, which displays the current time in over 150 cities. It has a meeting planner, a calendar, a personalised well clock, where you can specify up to 25 locations. Using this website, it's also possible to find out daylight saving time information, the difference between the city's time zone and GMT, sunrise, sunset times, dialing codes, latitude and longitude. And the time difference converter will calculate the difference between the times of two cities. The second one I'm going to mention about is called Time Zone Converter. It's timezoneconverter.com. It's a one-stop shop, according to them, for finding out the time around the world. As well as a time converter, there are tools to help you plan events, find out your time zone and city times. And finally, there's World Time Server,